full face, finally using my makeup brushes. If you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and welcome. I hope you enjoyed today's video. For foundation, I normally go in with this e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. This is in the shade 22 Light Warm. I'm just going to put that all over. So I'm going to be going in with the M106, and this is a foundation brush. And I haven't used a foundation brush like ever. So we're going to see how this looks on me. I'm so nervous. Okay, it's all blended out. So far, I don't see anything wrong with it. I will say it was so much easier to like blend down the neck just because the brush is like obviously easier. It just drags the product down. There's no streaks or anything. Looks pretty flawless to me. For concealer, I use the NYX Pro Fix Stick, and it is in the shade number 5 Vanilla. Now we'll see if this works today. Hopefully it does. This is usually like my favorite concealer because it's like on the thicker side, so it's more full coverage. But during like the winter time, my skin is so dry that you can like see the dryness through this concealer. So normally I have to go in with a different one, but we'll see today. I'm going to be using the M133, and this is a concealer brush. It's so weird using brushes for the first time because, like I said, I've never really used brushes. I've always used just like a sponge or beauty blender to blend literally everything out. So it's just so different. And it's gonna take some time getting used to it because now I just want to reach for my beauty blender all the time. But I will say brushes are just so nice to use. And I think it also depends on the brand of brush that you buy, because I've seen some videos where it looks like you can see the streaks in like your foundation from the bristles. But if you buy high quality brushes, I feel like you won't get that. I am falling in love with brushes. Here's the concealer all blended out. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. There's nothing. Oh my gosh, I got some foundation and concealer in my shirt. But anyways, there's like no streaks, no harsh lines. It like blended perfectly into my foundation. And it's actually cooperating with my skin today, so I love that. But yeah. For contour or bronzer, this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand. This is in the shade Medium Tan. So this is what I use for my liquid contour slash bronzer. I think it's more of a bronzer shade to me, on me, personally. But the bottle says contour, so. Okay, so this is normally all that I do. For the bronzer, we're going to be using the M242, and this is cream and liquid bronzer brush. This one has the white bristles, so let's see. Look how that blended out. Oh my goodness. Literally so perfect. And I love the shape. It just like hugs the perfect spot. I do feel like the brush, the bristles, do leave a little bit more product on my face than a beauty blender. Like the beauty blender soaks it all up. So it's like there's more product for me to work with. So now I know that I need to be like putting less, or I just have to take more time blending it out, which I'm not mad at. It looks so pretty. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna fall in love with the brushes. I think my makeup's gonna look better than it's ever looked. What's crazy is that this brush even worked for the nose. As y'all can see, I literally didn't use any other brush. I was looking to use like maybe like an eyeshadow brush or something, because usually you want your nose contour to be more precise, but I didn't have to do anything. For blush, we're gonna be going in with the Painted blush. This is in the shade Girly Pop. I'm going to be using the M204. This is for cream and liquid blush. It's so cute. I feel like it's perfect. So let's try it out. Okay. I know this blush is so pigmented, so I'm nervous. Yeah. I've literally repeated myself so much just because I'm so obsessed, but it blends in perfectly. These brushes are so amazing. Okay, there's the blush all blended out. I think it looks stunning. For powder, I'm going to be using the One Size Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Ultra Pink. Now, normally for under eyes, I like to use a puff. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try out a brush today. If you hear the thunder and the rain, I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna go back in with my brush just to get any creases out. I'm going to be using the M164. This is really, really tiny, so I feel like it'd be perfect for the under eyes. Oh yeah, this is perfect for the under eyes. You see the difference between set and unset? Stunning. Okay, this size brush was definitely perfect for the under eyes. The rest of the face, I'm going to go in with the M163. The shape of this one is different, so I wanted to try out on the rest of the face. So I'm just gonna tap into my powder real quick. And just brush it over the rest of my face. For bronzer, I go in with this Sophia and Mabel Too Pretty Highlighter Bronzer Duo. The brush I'm going to be using is the M241. This is for powder bronzer. Now for powder blush, we're gonna go back in with the painted blush, but obviously the powder part. The brush I will be using is the M203. This is for powder blush. And I wanted to try this out because it's not really like any shaped blush brush I've ever used. This I could see people using for like powder, if this is just not the typical blush brush. Honestly, for this brush, I have no complaints at all. Once you start using it, it like hugs your cheek the way it's supposed to, and it just works. Surprisingly, I never thought it would, based off the shape, but it works. So for highlighter, we are also gonna go in with this duo. For the brush, I'm gonna be going in with the M282. This is for liquid highlighter, but I don't really have like a powder highlighter brush, so we're just gonna be going in with this one. And I normally go in with liquid highlighter when I'm doing my liquid steps, but I forgot. So we're just going to skip that today. I'm gonna put a little bit on the cheeks. For brows, I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Instant Brow Pencil. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Deep Brown. Like the spoolie side of this brush, which is this side right here. And this is the M402. So I'm just gonna use this to brush my hairs. It's so different than normal spoolies. It's so soft too, I never would have thought. I don't normally use like a cream. I just use a brow pencil. I'm gonna go back in and just brush and blend in the product. This brow literally turned out perfect. Okay, now for eyes, I don't want anything too crazy, so I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Cute AF palette. The M331, and it's an eye blender. So I'm just gonna go in with this and just put it on my lid. Mostly in my crease. And just kind of blend it out a bit. There's the lid so far with the chauffeur shade. Okay, so I want to deepen that up a little bit, so I'm going to be going in with this Morphe eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like. I don't know the shade name or like palette name, but we're going to be going in with this black over here just to deepen up the outer corner. We're going to be going in with the M332. This is also an eye blender, but it's more compact, so I feel like it'll be good right in that crease. Now black shadow is like kind of a really hard shadow to work with. So I just take my time on this part so that way it doesn't look not blended. I go back in with the brush and the shade that I was using before, which is that light brown shade. And I just blend the two colors together. I'm going to be using the M383, and this is an eye detail brush. I'm just going to go in with this gold shade, which is called Spoiled. It's like a pointed brush. I'm gonna go in with this on my brow bone. I'm also going to go in with it on my inner corner of my eye. For eyeliner, I go in with the YC Collection Island Eyeliner. This is in the shade San Juan. I'm pretty sure that's the shade name. It's just a black eyeliner. I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. eyelash curler. Okay, for mascara, I use the Benefit Fan Fast Mascara, and this is just in the black shade. Lips, I go in with this e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner, and this is in the shade Pinky Swear. And for gloss, I'm going to be using this Lottie London Oil Slick. It's just a lip oil, and it's in the shade Peachy Cheeks. And last, I go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Skin Mist. I usually use the Urban Decay All Nighter, but I ran out.
And it's all gonna be ruined once we step outside.
You have it. This is my full face of using my Morphe makeup brushes for the first time. I think the makeup turned out really good. I think I need to use brushes more often. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Bye guys!